Hey everyone, it's Philip here. In this video, we'll go ahead and talk about getting to your first $1 million in revenue in the service industry. If you watched some of my other videos, you know that it took me 2 full years in business to get our first million. Our first year, we did about 960,000. So we were very, very close, but we were, missing that 40,000 or so, give or take. I remember it's within 50,000. And then the next year, our second full year in business, we more than doubled that. We were well over $2 million per year in revenue at that point. So it took us 2 years. And have I seen other people do that? Yes, I've seen people hit crazy numbers in their first year and in their second year. So there are people that do it that way as well and at that speed. So it is possible. But you have to keep in mind that there is, so much that goes into that. I'm a huge advocate of hard work, right? I think that all the stuff that you see on social media today where, you're going to be making money, putting in 4 hours a week, taking 5 days a week off, things and working 2 days a week, things like that, I think that is outrageous. I think that if you want to achieve amazing things, you have to put in the work. And the more you want to achieve, the more work you have to put in, right? Also the speed of it too. If you want to achieve things very quickly, you have to put in the work, right? You're not going to be able to work 1 hour per day or maybe let's say 4 hours per week and achieve amazing things right away. So, when you go on social media and you see those types of things, that's not how it really is. Every single entrepreneur that, gets somewhere with their businesses and builds some kind of wealth, put in a lot of time up front. So don't fall for anybody that's going to tell you you're going to make so much money real quick and you're only going to be working this many hours. If that's the case, it could be the case once you put in all that time up front, right? For example, when I started, we worked a lot. Like we're talking about every single day. Now I went to college at that time. I still worked full time. My best friend who I started the business with at the time, he also went to college full time and worked. And on top of that, we still worked several hours per day until finally things started to move and we were able to drop out, quit our jobs and fully focus on the business. So when we went from 0 to 5 million in about 3 years, that took a lot of work. Every single day we were working. And later, when we had all the systems in place, we figured everything out, we learned the business, that's when we were able to take a step back. Eventually, we started a different business that we were testing. So we didn't really focus too much on our service business at the time because we got to the point where everything was automated. We were making a lot of money, cash flowing a lot of money. So now we started to try and attempt to build different things. And eventually I bought out my business partner and we kind of went our separate ways. We're still, best friends, brothers till this day, but we went our separate ways. I went and started booking Koala. Since that day, after those initial 3.5 years, literally everything was automated, right? I did not work much at the business. So at that point, you could say, okay, 1 hour per week, 2 hours per week you spend on that business and it's cash flowing you, let's say $500,000 per year, right? That's possible, but it's not going to be possible right away. You have to literally put in so much time, so much effort. The higher your goal is, the more effort you're going to have to put in to get there. Especially as a beginner where you don't know anything, it takes still, even if you follow anybody's advice, it's still going to be a lot of trial and error where you have to figure things out. And that's no matter with what. Everything is the same way, right? Business, when you have your first baby, when you get your first girlfriend, it's all still putting in a lot of effort, whether you're in a new relationship and you're still figuring each other out, what someone likes, what they don't, even if you don't want to go to dinner with them, but it makes them happy, you still have to give 1 day per week to go out and go to dinner. And I'm not saying I don't like going to dinner with my wife because I do, but I'm just giving you an example. Business is the same way. You have to figure everything out. And again, the more effort you put in early, the more you're going to be able to reap the rewards later on. It's super, super important. So realistically, can you get it done in a year? Yes, you can. Can you do it in 2? Of course. Will it take longer? It can take longer. It depends how much you're willing to devote to your business. When I started, I was 19 years old. I had no girlfriend, nothing at that time except college that I was not passionate about. I hated it, actually, a job that I did not like. So what did I have? Literally my best friend at the time that I loved hanging out with. We just went to work every single day. We loved spending time with each other, so it was super easy for us to just focus and lock in on the business until things started to move. So lock in 12 months, put all the Netflix subscription, pause it, put it away, put your TV away for 12 months. If you really are hungry and you really want success, you have to put in the work.